Change is a choice. Welcome to Tuesday's edition. How do you do that? How do you do that? Change is a choice, and how can you start changing properly and fast and really incredibly amazing? So, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for inviting others. Today, I'm going to be brief 15, 20 minutes because I have a class at 1. But I want to talk to you about your power to change, about the ability to have you change for the better, for good, so that you can become the best version of you. I'm reading this book by my mentor, Bob Proctor, who has done an incredible job teaching me over the last year and a half. Change your paradigm, change your life. And this is where this information is coming from. And it's really transformational. So I invite you all to connect and let's see if we can help you understand this material at a different level. So if we have not met, thank you for being here. Thanks for following me. Thanks for forwarding this to others as well. I'm going to be sharing with you as we go along this month from this book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. So my name is Kamal. I teach the material Thinking into Results. And that's where we take Think and Grow Rich and the works of Bob Proctor for the last 61 years and help you use it to transform your business, transform your life, and really help you become that better version of you. You probably have a business that you're running. You are in business, but there's some part of your business that you're not in love with. How about we help you start fall in love with the business that you're in? There's some elements in it that don't even make sense to you, and you don't understand why it's not growing. So that business part of your business, that's where I can help you. I'd love to have a chat with you about that. And if that sounds like something you want to explore, connect with me, and I look forward to speaking with all of you. You can reach me in many different areas. All right, my phone, my email, my social channels, everywhere you can reach me. So today, this chapter 1 in this beautiful book, Your Awesome Power to Change. We're talking about you wanting to change your business, move your goal, move your numbers, move your digits, move your income, help you transform. How do you do it? Well, I'm going to read a couple of paragraphs and then we're going to talk about it as we invite more people to come and share this beautiful stream for today on March 1st. Welcome to March. Spring is around the corner. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, by the way. Just let me know in the chat or let me know in the message where you're from and how are you doing. So this is going to be an incredible book for some of you. Why didn't I say all of you? Because I want to stress the vital importance of making a decision to change your life. You decide if it's going to be you. See, nobody can change your life except you. You have to make that choice. That's why it says this is going to be an incredible book for some of you. I didn't say all of you because I want to stress the vital importance of making a decision to change your life. You decide if it's going to be you. Changing your paradigm takes a committed decision because it goes in the opposite direction of nearly everything we've been taught. We go to school, take a book, read it, ask questions on the material, and then go on to another book. The truth is, we can't possibly understand the contents of a book this way. Reading something once and moving on is not going to do it. So, for example, Bob Proctor is known that he's been reading this Think and Grow Rich book for 61 years. He just passed away. And he kept reading it every day, just like his mentor told him to do. Kept reading it, until he really got what he wanted out of it. He figured something out. He figured out on the power of repetition, something happens. Now, wouldn't you like to figure that out? Wouldn't you like to understand how repetition really can help you transform your business? So that's what we're going to talk about. Our paradigm, and we're going to get into the definition of what a paradigm is, was built through repetition. So your paradigm is your bunch of habits. It's everything you've been used to. Your subconscious mind is running you automatically. The way you drive your car, the way you wake up, the way you do everything every day, you're running on automatic. You might think you're in control. You're not. Your subconscious mind is in charge. It's keeping you alive. It's keeping you safe. It's keeping you happy. It's keeping you magnetized. And that's what's going on. And we have to change our paradigm to change your life, to change your results. Our paradigm was built through repetition, constant spaced repetition. And that's the way it's going to be changed. But this makes little sense to some people. So when you tell people, no, they're like, oh, this doesn't make sense. Well, it does make sense. They're relating to the way they've been and the way they were educated in the past when they weren't really being educated at all. They were merely gathering information. So when you go to school and you get some information, you read the book, you memorize some stuff, and you do the test, and you pass. Did you really get anything out of it? Yeah, you passed the test, you got the certificate, maybe you can do a thing or two now, but for the most part, you really don't get it yet. You don't understand Pythagoras. You don't really understand the chemical behind the thing that you studied. You just passed the test, you got the information, you got the certificate. You haven't really lived the material yet. We got to change your paradigm. We got to change your habits, change the way you think. If you want to change your life like enormous level, go to quantum jumps. That's what you have to do. So you'll see people with very impressive degrees from prestigious universities who are struggling through their life. They don't have enough money. They don't hold down a good position. And if they have their own company, they go bankrupt or go out of business. And that perhaps could be some of you. That perhaps could be some of you that are struggling with business, that are struggling with how to move your business. And you notice when I started this conversation, I said, "You're in business. Are you in love with it? Do you know how to move your business? Do you know what it does it take to fall in love with the business of your business?" If they have their own company, they go bankrupt or go out of business. So many do. What, 6 or 7 out of 10 businesses go out of business in the first couple of years? So you think they're smart. How could this possibly be happening? The truth is they're not smart at all. Now, this is I'm reading from this book here, right? The truth is they're not smart at all. They've gathered a lot of information, but they don't use it. Their behavior is controlled by their paradigms, not by the information they've got. They're not doing what they know how to do. For some strange reason, they never figured it out. They never stop and analyze their own behavior in relation to what they know. See, you know a lot of things, but you don't do it. You know a lot of things, but you don't do it. How come? How come you know so many things, but you don't do it? What's it going to take? What is it going to take for you to start doing what you should be doing? When are you going to start doing it? When are you going to start doing and commanding yourself what do you really want to do? Like, when is that going to start happening? We're 2022. You wake up, you say you want to do something, but then you don't. Why? Why is that? What's it going to take? Like, there's a reason, right? There's a reason why it's not happening. It's your paradigm. I'm trying to get the website here so you can have a link of my website in the chat, and I'm gonna have it here for you on the live link. So 1 second. Let's see if it's gonna load up. It should load up. All right, so it loaded up. How can you change? How do you change very fast? And how do you change permanently? How do you change effectively so that it's easy, right? Over the years, I have found that most people who are highly successful have unconscious competence. They cannot articulate why they're doing so well. And you've probably seen it. You've probably seen people in many companies doing so well. You don't even know why. They don't even know why. They may be multimillionaires and they may have built prestigious organizations, but they cannot transfer this knowledge to their children because they don't know why they are doing it. They'll say, "Well, I just do it." You show up and they do the work. And you probably know some people at your company that do so well all the time. They're doing it. And some others do not. What is the difference? Well, this has to do with their paradigm. It has to do with the paradigm that controls us to an enormous degree. And that's why I titled this talk, Change Your Paradigm to Change Your Life. Your awesome power to change. Success in any understanding totally depends on what's going on inside of our minds. So what's going on inside of your mind? What is happening right now in your mind? Are you accepting this information? Are you digesting the information? Are you relating to it? Are you willing to do something you've never done so you can get something you've never had? Because you probably want to change, but you're depending on the old way of thinking. What's it going to take? When are you going to change? It's got nothing to do with what's going on the outside. Some people do extremely well, even in the face of bad economic conditions. You probably know that. Even now with the crisis, what's happening in the world, some people are doing really well. Some people, not many. That's like 3, 4, 5% of the people. The other 95% are stuck, not happy, grumpy, not feeling good, and they're going downhill. Actually, if you're not moving forward, you're going backwards. That's actually what's going on. If you're not going forward, you're going backwards. And I want you to start winning. Some people do extremely well, even in the face of bad economic conditions. Even during the Great Depression, this is talking about the old depression, not the recent one, not everyone was out of work. Not everyone was broke. Some people did very well, earning millions of dollars. Even through this COVID crisis, how many people earned a lot of money? How many people really made it? But so many did not. What is the difference? They're the same, just like you and I, Wendy, Amo, Precious, Beverly, and the individuals online. Like, how many? It's the same stuff. And I want you to change. I want you to have this power, your awesome power to change. Why did they do very well? What was going on? Why did a few people win? They build their success in their mind because you got to change your mind first. It has they build their success in their mind. It has to come from the inside out. So most people are living from the outside in. They look at the conditions, they see negative stuff. They look at their bank account, no money. They look at their house, it's garbage. They look at their cars, it's falling apart, and they imagine and operate from that. You have to change all that. You got to change the thinking. You got to go from the inside out. Now, how do you do that? Well, that's where you have to connect with me. That's where you have to reach out and say, come on, I'd like to know more about how you teach this thinking into results. How can you get a business? How can you get me to fall in love with my business? It's your business, but I can show you why it's not happening. It doesn't need to take long. They build their success in their minds. It has to come from the inside out, not from the outside in. We're being controlled by our outside world because we've been trained that way. We've been programmed to let the outside world control us. Now, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about paradigms and habits. Change your paradigm, change your life. Now, the key to it is, do you want to change? And if you're interested in learning how this happens, if you're interested to understand that you have an awesome power to change, let's have a conversation. Book an appointment. Reach out. I'm available different times. When you go to the calendar link, you'll see different time slots available. I host times on Thursdays, pretty much every Thursday, 12 p.m. There's some conversation going on, and then we have questions. Thursdays at 12 p.m. There's an event happening tomorrow night at 6 p.m. You can come to that if you'd like. There are many different opportunities. So reach out and let's have a conversation about you and your business, how you can fall in love with your business. You love the business that you're in, but it's not growing. You don't love the business of your business. Something's not happening. Why? Well, allow me to explain and show you how. If I take you through my system, then you'll understand why things are not moving, why others are winning and you're losing, why others are advancing faster than you are. Now, you want to double your results, you want to 10 times your income. That's the way to do it. If you want to keep going on the slow train, just keep doing what you're doing. If you want to keep getting the same results that you're getting, keep doing what you're doing. Don't ask me. Just look at your results. Just look at your results in the last 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. Did you move the needle? Because if you haven't moved the needles at all in income, health, and happiness, you're not doing it. You got to be able to do that. You got to be able to move that needle. Doing it with ease, calmness, serenity, and peace so that you are enjoying this life. You're only given one chance. Your awesome power to change. So I encourage every one of you to connect. I encourage every one of you to reach out and say, hey, yeah, I'd like to know more about how you do this. I really want to know what you're talking about here. Well, I can show you how. And how do I do that? Well, we have a system that's been in the business for the last 120 years. Bob Proctor, who's been working for 61 years. It's perfect. He is known as the number one in human potential in the world. So you're going to have those videos. You're going to have me in your corner, and we're going to show you how it works. If that's something you want to explore, reach out, book an appointment. And like I said, tomorrow night, 6 p.m., so Wednesday, 6 p.m., we're going to have a special presentation. Usually we don't do on Wednesday, but we decided to do one on Wednesday so that you can reach out and really understand how we do this, how your mind can be so beautiful, so amazing very quickly. It doesn't need to take long. You might think this takes long. It doesn't need to take long. That's your old paradigm thinking. So that's what I have for you today. Your awesome power to change. So I encourage you to connect. I encourage you to reach out. And if you want to do it a different way, you can call me 734-430-7396 and text and say, let's talk. Just text me 734-430-7396 and type let's talk. I'll call you back. This is not an automatic thing. This is not a robot. This will be me. It might not be right away, but I will text you back. Your awesome power to change. If you want to change your life, if you want to know what Bob Proctor knew for the last 61 years, I now have it. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being awesome. Cody, Emil, Wendy, Abby, and Precious, and a couple folks on LinkedIn here. It's just been an awesome, quick conversation. And like I said, I have a class at 1 p.m., my sales class. We teach sales twice a week, 1 p.m. on Tuesdays and 9 a.m. on Saturdays. So if you're interested in that conversation to learn how to become a professional seller, reach out. I will hook you up, get you started very quickly. It is incredible. I love it. I want to thank you. Thank you for forwarding this. Thank you for reaching out. Thanks for those who booked. And hope I was able to serve you today. Keep coming back. Love you all, and God bless. Enjoy your day. Thank you.